Oh, hey, guess what today is?
Tea, fetch my tea.
Did you know it is National Bubble Tea Day?
Yeah, bubble tea.
Oh, look at these beautiful, vibrant bubble teas.
Bubble tea? You've never had it?
Tea is just tea.
Hey! No, you don't get to make fun of bubble tea.
It is National Bubble Tea Day.
Today is National Bubble Tea Day.
Yeah, and I just went for bubble tea.
Happy National Bubble Tea Day.
All right, good morning. It is Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, the last day of April. Good morning. Welcome to it. If you're listening on Facebook, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're trying to get the app up and going. We're having some technical difficulties this morning. I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Henry Realty. What are you laughing for?
I'm just wondering why you don't go into settings and choose to update at midnight.
I don't know.
Instead of like,
I don't know.
Hey, run the update at 6:50.
I don't. It didn't. No. What happened was the VGA cord became disconnected, and so when I went back to get it, I hit the power button on the computer, so it shut it down, and then it was just all. These computers are so fucking old. It was just all bets are off. So, I think I'm close to getting I'm close to getting this up and going. So.
Good job.
Anyway, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Kelly, you were talking about you have a problem. You like to drunk shop? What is going on?
I do, and then I don't remember it until like the morning, or like or something will pop up, like confirmation of delivery. It's awful, and it's like things that like, and Facebook knows me very well because it will be when I'm on Facebook, and then this. Dillard's ad will pop up with these jeans that like I keep looking at. I'm like, oh, those are cute. I think I should buy them. And then when I had a couple of bottles of wine made, then all of a sudden I am purchasing these like jeans that I don't know if I'll ever wear, that are ridiculously expensive.
Ugly.
They're not. They're going to be super cute.
They're ugly. Well,
no.
You just said you can't say
they're going to be cute.
You can't say you don't know if you'll ever wear them because they're so hideous, and then defend that they're cute.
No, I don't know if I'll ever wear them. I'm not a jean girl. That's why. I'm not a jean girl. You guys know that.
The bunched ankle is a cute look on girls.
What's that?
The bunched ankle, the little elastic around the ankle.
Yeah,
like they look, the baggy thing. You'll look cute in them. I'll give you that.
Aw,
and it is. I will say this. I envy you. I envy you because it's like a stranger sends you gifts every day. Like to get like that'd be awesome to be like alone and still get gifts, and you're just like, you wake up one day and hey, look, drunk you thought sober you is really gonna love these jeans. Yeah. I am like, it is so, you are so thoughtful. Like drunk you is so thoughtful
to sober me,
to sober you, and sober you just is like, where'd this come from? And drunk you is like, hey girl, I got you.
Yeah,
like I love that.
Right. Drunk you is very, very generous to me.
My drunk me hates me, sober me. My drunk me will do shit, and sober me's like, man, what'd you do that for, drunk me? And then drunk me's like, fucked you up, buddy, didn't I?
Hilarious.
The problem with those jeans is that they're jeans, but they're baggy and they're tapered at the end. They look like genie pants. They're like genie pants.
I love that you are.
Looks good. Working good.
I love that you are giving me fashion advice.
I know.
I am like really.
Wow.
That's like Stevie Wonder going into your closet going, hey, I think you should wear this. Shut up.
I'm like, wow. He's going down hard on me.
Shut up, Stevie.
I've been staring at this man's ass crack, and he's going to tell me jeans are ugly. I want to gouge my retinas out.
Well, that's why I have to be down fixing computers, and so you're seeing my ass crack. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Okay, I think everything's working. If it's not working, let me know. I think everything is working. Everything is working. Let's see. All good on the app now. Thank God. Jesus. Woo!
Thank you, Jesus.
All right. Let's get into the news. We're running late. We got a lot to do this morning. Here we go. First of all, we told you yesterday there was a body found in Swanton, submerged. They now know that it was the body of Keith Klein Sr., who who was last seen in person by a neighbor on April 2nd, on surveillance video on April 3rd, and nearly a month after he went missing, the 68-year-old Keith Klein Sr. Has come to his faithful end. I don't think that we suspect any foul play, right? But how did he just fell in the water? I don't know.
How old?
68? 68?
It's so young to just.
I know, but they're not.
Any history of dementia?
Right. That's gotta be it.
Man, this is I don't know. It's a long story. I could read it all, but anyway.
But I get sleepy.
But I get sleepy. Right? Man, all right, let's move on. So the Toledo Lucas County Health Department, these guys, they put out a list of all these businesses that haven't paid their fees for a health license. What do they call it? A food license.
Yeah, they did the equivalent of "Are we dating the same restaurant?"
Yeah, they did. And now
you're like, "Oh, what's my name doing up here?"
And that was just showing how ridiculous and how incompetent they are. Half those businesses were either closed. One guy said, "Dude, I had a food truck. I have a brick and mortar. And I don't even have that food truck. Like for years, they haven't had." The list is so incompetent that it just is what it is. But they said there's 100 food establishments, which include restaurants, mobile vendors, cafeterias that are operating without a valid food license. So now they're putting, I guess, things in the window if you don't have a food license. I don't know. What do you think of that, Demetrius? You're a food guy.
I think look, I always had a working theory that buildings didn't need to be permitted by the city of Toledo to put food out. And I've been to some of these establishments, and my theory is correct. The food still tastes like food. I have not tasted expired food license food ever in my life. Right. I've never been.
So you're saying if
this is 3 months over.
You're saying if they make a burger, and don't pay for their food license, the burger doesn't become expired?
I don't taste the difference. It is crazy. It is actually, sometimes I think it's more delicious. This is Renegade Burger.
I love
Renegade Burger. You still keep it out in the streets doing the underground cooking.
F the man burger.
Yes, it's an F the man burger.
F the man burger.
It's delicious. I love the F the man burger. So anyway, the list was very incompetent, very haphazard. They've never done this before. It's a new thing. I don't know what they're doing, huh? It's to shame people. It is. Absolutely, it is. Mercy Health's mobile mammography unit is going to visit area locations.
Yes, I am.
Well, not to be confused with the one that Stephen and Demetrius have put together. The white van.
We call it Helping Hand.
This one is wrapped and it says Mercy on it. Don't be confused. If
Demetrius rolls up in a
white van,
and it says "Lord have mercy."
No, in your food truck with his pictures on it.
Mammograms. Put them on
mammography.
Put them on the counter.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Craig Bridge is closed due to a sensor malfunction. So they're not going to be using the Craig Bridge. Anyone still use that bridge? Why do you use that bridge?
What is the Craig Bridge?
The Craig Bridge, okay, it's the Veterans Glass City Memorial Skyway. The Craig Bridge is the drawbridge under it. What do you use that bridge for? I mean, I never
get across the water.
I know, but most people would take the Glass City Memorial
because
Bridge.
Underneath it you can go over
street to street, like from Miami to Summit. That's not a big deal though. You can't do that.
I love how you determine what is not necessary for people.
It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it, people. Let's see. Someone said you can call your mobile unit "Yes, ma'am" in like mammography.
Oh my God,
that's funny. TPS honors 2 future educators with a surprise $5,000 scholarships. Hopefully, it's not from that Hope Toledo. The 2 checks were presented to Jermel Bolden, a senior from Wade High School, Nathan Sadowski, a senior from Start High School. They each get $5,000 towards their.
That'll pay for a class,
right, man? Someone said I buy my weed on the Craig Bridge. Oh, I apologize. And you can also find Montez on the Craig Bridge as well. He hangs out on there. Toledo Kroger set for the grand opening on Friday.
Which Toledo?
It's the one on Monroe. the one that you don't really want to go to. They did $1 million renovation over the last 3 months, and it's going to reopen this Friday.
On
What?
Monroe Street?
Yeah, the one
On the one on the corner of
and
Monroe and
Secor.
Secor?
Yeah.
I was just in there.
I was too.
Well,
It looked like a regular Kroger.
you didn't notice. You didn't notice all the construction and stuff.
No.
What?
No.
Wait. Is there another one? Is there another Kroger on
It
Monroe?
better be, because these somebody stole. I will
$1
tell
million.
you that. You better look into that woman who took $500,000 in chicken wings,
Yeah.
because that
Wait a minute.
that store has not been renovated,
That's-
ventilated,
I was
or
there,
any
yeah.
aided.
That's
I was
not-
there Sunday.
Yeah.
Did it look brand new?
No.
It did not.
No.
What?
No, there was still the same despair in the aisle.
No.
You can see all the baby mamas.
I don't understand. It says Toledo Kroger set for grand reopening Friday. The Kroger on Monroe Street underwent a $1 million renovation over the last. Okay.
What they do, buy a cooler?
I was gonna say, Kelly, maybe the renovation was already done, but they're just doing the reopen on Friday. But everything didn't look brand new.
I mean, it looked like a Kroger's.
It looked like the same old Monroe
What?
Kroger that I have always been in.
I don't even
With the
understand.
service as well. I was buying
Yeah.
balloons for my open house, and I bought 9 of them. And as I'm driving, 2 of them the air is coming out. I was like, Jesus, you could hear it. I was like, oh my gosh, you couldn't even tie a knot. To
All
this
right,
balloon.
we're gonna investigate a little more here, because this sounds fishy to me. But it is. Oh, that's not the one. Is that the one?
Dude, is that the one in Sylvania?
Kroger on Monroe Street. Hold on.
That might be.
4533 Monroe Street.
That could be the one in.
They've upgraded to produce section
That
to a
would be-
nature's market. They said shoppers on Friday will be able to see the updates, register to win some gift
I
cards.
think it's the one in Sylvania.
Is it?
Yeah, because that one needed it too.
Well, this one needed it.
I mean,
this one needs it.
This one needs
Yes,
it bad.
it
This
does.
one is sad.
I know.
You can just see the sadness on that Kroger.
Wait, but the one in Sylvania is not on Monroe. That's
No, the one in Sylvania proper.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
Right off 475?
Yeah.
Where Chow is?
Mm-hmm.
That's Monroe Street right there?
mhm.
Because it kind of turns off. Okay, that's still Monroe. So maybe it's the one in, I don't know, maybe it's the one in Sylvania.
It's funny how the Sylvania people get the new Kroger.
Yeah, like they needed it.
Yeah, right.
But there's
All their trees.
it's so small, that one, so it
Yeah.
needed something.
All right, we'll see.
Sylvania
They
doesn't
got
strike me
something.
as a city that really enjoys visitors.
Someone said, drunk me definitely hates sober me. The only gift drunk me ever got me was a misdemeanor and 24 hours of community service. Damn,
Somebody
you
I had
drunk
to
me.
reintroduce myself to. And your name is again. Did he tell you could stay?
President Trump marked his 100th day in office with a rally in Michigan, where he told the crowd he'd enjoyed the most successful first 100. Is he delusional? The most successful 100 days of any administration in the history of our country. Now, what he could have said, what he should have said, the actual truth is, he's done the most shit in 100 days. Is it good shit or bad shit? We're going to find out.
It's bad.
I
It's
know.
all bad.
I think so too. I'm trying
More
to
than
I'm
half
trying to
the
give benefit
country
of the doubt.
says it's bad.
Trying to give the benefit of the doubt. He also said he could bring Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia back from El Salvador, but doesn't want to, contradicting the official line from his administration, saying we don't have the ability to do it because the El Salvador president, he's in charge. We're not in charge there. Well, he said I could do it if I wanted to, and he's just refusing to. And I don't know if there is such a disturbing story as ICE continues to round up citizens in this country, including ones from including kids that are 4 years old with cancer without their treatment. But check this out. This woman, she's 100% a legal citizen. This happened in, I think, Oklahoma. You got to hear this. It's absolutely insane and frightening. And I had to let you guys hear it. It's the fuck story of the day, because I'm like, what is going on? So here it is. It's from the local news out there, the local like Fox affiliate or something. They did the story.
New at 10, a family traumatized after armed federal agents busted into their home as they were sleeping and took almost everything they own. problem is they were not the people agents were supposed to be looking for.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey is here with their frightening ordeal. Spencer, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, get this. That family just moved here about 2 weeks ago from out of state. And this is how their life in Oklahoma got started. They say they told federal immigration agents they had the wrong people, but those agents kept treating them like criminals, even though they're all U.S. citizens.
Fear.
Because I did feel at times I felt I was going to die.
So much fear.
I kept praying. I said, God, please let me live through this moment.
Humiliation.
I was a zero. I was nothing.
Pure disbelief.
I just couldn't understand how is this happening to us.
All just for wanting a fresh start.
You come to Oklahoma and you get treated like this. For what?
This woman, who we're calling Marissa, and her 3 daughters came to Oklahoma from Maryland looking for a slower, more affordable pace of life. They rented this house in a nice, seemingly safe northwest Oklahoma City neighborhood. Her husband planned to join them this past weekend, but any semblance they had of comfort went out the window when 20 men armed to the teeth busted through it Thursday morning.
I don't know who they were. They had guns. It was dark. All the lights were off.
They were federal agents, Marissa says, with the U.S. Marshals, ICE, and the FBI.
And I kept asking them, like, who are you? What are you doing here? What's happening? And they said, we have a warrant for the house.
They ordered Marissa and her daughters outside into the rain before they could even get dressed.
They wanted me to change in front of all of them, in between all of them.
The thing is, the suspect names on that search warrant were not Marissa's or anyone in her family's. They were, however, names listed on mail still arriving at the house. Former residents, perhaps.
We just moved here from Maryland. We're citizens. That's what I kept saying. We're citizens.
She says they didn't care.
We weren't criminals. Why were they treating us like criminals? We were here by ourselves. That we didn't do anything.
The agents ripped apart every square inch of the house, taking their phones, laptops, documents, and their life savings in cash as evidence.
I have to feed my children. I'm gonna need gas money. I need to be able to get around. Like, how do you just leave me like this, like an abandoned dog?
And when they left, they told her something.
I know it was a little rough this morning. It was so denigrating. Like, you do all of this to a family, to women, your fellow citizens, and it was a little rough. You have literally traumatized me and my daughters for life.
This family has virtually nothing.
And I said, when are we gonna get our stuff back? He was like, it could be days or it can be months.
Nothing but questions.
All their electronics, everything gone. Gone, money gone. Might get it back in a few days, might get it back in a few months. Tore their fucking house up. Made them stand outside in their underwear. Her and her 3 daughters. They wouldn't even let them get dressed. Standing outside in their fucking underwear. That's what these motherfuckers did. ICE, FBI, and the Marshals all busted in on her. The fuck? What?
There are procedures that are required. I mean, granted, yes, it was a horrible thing, right? Like, the people didn't live there anymore, but the address was right. And how many times? And I'm not one to look. Law enforcement often makes mistakes, right? But they must conduct themselves. How many times have you seen people during a search warrant or an arrest tell you it's not them, we're not the people, but they have to conduct themselves like they are.
But it's a woman and 3 girls. At some point,
like a woman can't kill you.
Then you've taken you've 20 dudes. There's 20 dudes just busted in the house. 20 dudes. You wanted to change in front of you? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on in this country?
Man, I feel like I need to wear pajamas.
Right?
Like,
you can't roll around
scared.
your house. If you're brown, you cannot roll around your house naked.
Why does the narrator sound like the guy from Judge Judy?
I know. I'm like, it's the music. It's all the.
What about it?
It's just.
It's the story.
It's
The
meant
story
to,
is the
it's
story.
meant to outrage.
Yeah.
It does outrage. The story
it is
outrages.
what it's meant to do.
Very
and
dramatic.
if I lay out facts, and then all of a sudden, if you just read facts and then you get outraged, I'm okay with that. But the music, the humiliation, and the terror, and it's like this is the same trap we get into that we complain about, extreme right doing and like emotional baiting and that kind of shit. Yes, let's stop it.
But you can't blame the family over
I'm
how
not
the
blaming
news,
the family,
how
but
the TV station did the story. The story is the story. Someone said this sucks, but it wouldn't be an issue if the damn border wasn't left open. All the Biden administration had to do was keep it closed, but nope. Oh my God. All right. So there was a report that Amazon was going to itemize the price surcharges from tariffs. So, hey, the item is $3. There's a $2 tariff. Total price of the item is $5. Well, Trump found out about this, lost his fucking mind.
I love it.
Here's what happened.
This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? As Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing.
So then Trump calls Bezos that fucking weenie, and he says, "Well, we're not going to do that now."
Yeah, he walked that shit back.
Yeah, he did.
But
he's a weenie. We don't care though. We just anyway. It is what it is. So that's that story.
My thing is, why are you afraid of information?
Exactly. That's your policy. If that's your policy, stand by it. He's trying to hide his policy because then he could tell his base
lies. He can lie to them.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: you clearly don't care about the truth, right? So when the polls came out and said like he had his approval rating was the lowest that any president has ever seen since 1980.
Yeah,
I mean for 80 years, right? 80 years, and he comes out on stage and on the cameras and says, those are all lies. Those are fake polls, fake. Well, why not do that exact same? Because that's your line. That's the way you like to move. Mm-hmm. Use that exact same line on Amazon.
Right.
Don't tell them to take it down because that tells me you don't want me to see something.
Right. Your big, beautiful tariffs. You love them. You say that's your favorite word. Like what? Now all of a sudden they're showing you what your tariff is charging. It's crazy. It's insane. What else is going on? A New York DA has given 11 high school students 48 hours to turn themselves in or face criminal charges over a hazing incident involving 5 younger players. One player was allegedly confronted by people carrying weapons before being tied up, thrown into a trunk, and then abandoned in a remote area, part of a hazing.
For how long?
How
long was he abandoned?
I don't know.
I mean,
Demetrius like builds character.
I'm like, come on
Jesus.
now. For Jesus' sake, he was approached with weapons, and then he was tied up and put in a trunk.
Dude, what's wrong with
Come
you?
on now.
What is wrong with
Oh
you?
my God! Did they beat him? Did they sell him to someone?
Pistol whip him?
Is he back in school?
I don't know.
No, he's just gone.
No, I think
gone.
They took all his electronics. They made him stand outside in underwear.
Didn't tell him when he was going to get his lacrosse equipment back. Could be days, could be months, buddy. Sorry, Thad.
Mother's Day. For the love of God, Mom just wants a nap. They say most moms want to they say most moms want to relax on Mother's Day. 60% of moms
don't you believe what he's telling
say
you.
they trade Mother's Day gifts for the chance to take a nap.
That is a lie.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. The Death Star is fully operational.
So if you don't just tell if you're
show up with just a nap
and you say, hey baby, go lay down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go golf, let you sleep. Happy Mother's Day.
You can't go walk golf. Then who's watching the kids? That's
I'll
the
take
point.
the kids golfing with me.
No, you will not. That's ridiculous.
Oh my God. I can't tell you how many times I let that kid just run around the golf course like a ninja. Like he would run like an animated ninja. They'd, like animated ninjas shoot their arms straight back and just run with their face out. That's what he would do all day. He would go, race the cart, Daddy. And I'm like, you are clearly retarded. I mean, not smart.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
It's funny. It's funny because you're talking about kids. today Josie goes on her field trip today. Her I guess annual field trip. So I used to love field trips like that. I don't remember any of them, but I remember the joy of getting to school and getting on a bus and going. You guys not have that same joy from a field trip? You don't have field trip memories?
I have field trip memories.
Were they not the greatest day of your life?
No.
What?
No.
What kind of shitty field trips did you go on?
I enjoyed the field trips. They weren't the best days of my life.
To be able to go to school and not have to go to class? And what are you talking about?
Where is she going today?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Nature's Nursery, I think. Nature's Nursery, I think.
But see, that's not a field trip. If my parents can take me there, go fuck yourself.
Well, where's a field trip then?
Like you got to take me across the border.
Oh,
like I need, I need to see a different state.
Not taking a bunch of white kids across the border.
What are you going to do? I mean, damn. Like Nature's Nursery? What? I drove by that to get here.
I can't believe you guys don't get as excited about field trips when you were a kid. That's crazy to me.
The only time I got excited was when like my mom would volunteer, which meant that I got to ride in her car, like because she drove.
Yeah.
Right. So I didn't have to be on the bus. It was like me and two of my best friends were in the back seat, and my mom could stop at McDonald's and stuff, and we would eat good and like breathe French fry breath on the kids. Like,
I know.
What's that smell like? Drive-through, bitches.
I remember one time we went on a field trip to Knott's Berry Farm, which is Southern California. It's like Cedar Point. You know, it's Knott's Berry Farm. It's a great local amusement park. And I was driving when I was in 7th grade. What is that, 13, 14?
Illegally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would drive when I was in 7th grade. And my grandma would let me use her car, and I would just go driving and whatever. So it was field trip day for Knott's Berry Farm, and I drove. So me and my friends drove in my grandma's car, and I drove right next to the bus. We were waving at the kids on the bus. We were going.
Was there not a teacher around who? Dude,
I don't know.
Man, I got ratted out by my bus driver for walking home using the expressway. You drove and no one said anything
no one said anything, and I can't believe it. I can't believe not one of the kids told a bus driver, and the bus driver told the school. I didn't get in any trouble for it. Nothing at all.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. Anyway, 7-year-old boy, and speaking of this, it leads right into the story. 7-year-old boy in Utah, 7 years old, that'd be Josie's age, is accused of taking his mom's car with his little sister inside, so younger than 7, driving for 10 miles through multiple towns. He stopped completely when the car hit a parking strip and became disabled. Neither of the kids or other people on the road were injured. Here are people from the community reacting to the news.
I was pretty shocked and scared because, I mean, I have a kid, so I know how scary it is to come home and find your kid and your car gone. Yeah. This is a really high trafficked area for a little kid to be driving right here.
That's honestly crazy to me. I can't believe that he had the knowledge to really know how to like drive a car and even reach the pedal.
And that's a blessing, really, because honestly, the fact that that child at 7 years old didn't crash a car and kill somebody, including themselves, is insane.
I wonder what that situation was there, like where his mom was.
That is insane, though. Like I can't. I know. We've all had 7-year-olds. Can you imagine your 7-year-old? Like he wouldn't know what. Like I said, couldn't reach the pedal. Wouldn't know what to do. Like how are you driving 10 miles?
It's, maybe it's because like we live in an urban area and we're just used to like how urban kids like behave and the lack of knowledge that they have. But if you go out into the country, I mean, you'll see 7-year-olds driving their dad's pickup truck on the farm or a combine. Yeah. They wake up with and grab their smokes and kiss their wife on the cheek, and they're like, all right, I'll be back for lunchtime. Like,
grab a cup of coffee and walk out to the field.
And that's Utah. So that kid probably had like 3 wives. Like he was probably driving to get the fuck away from him.
He's the only man I know that when you talk about 3 wives, he's like always, that's 3 times the bitching. Like other people are like looking.
Who would want that?
Everybody else is looking at the pros, you know. Like I spend the night with this one night, and you're like, no,
God, no. Like there's a lot of. I just don't understand why people don't see the drawbacks of things. You know, like when they tell you you're going to get like 99 virgins in heaven. I don't want 99 virgins. I want 98 and one whore.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Like
I don't want to teach them all.
Yeah, I need one to show the other 98 what to do.
Oh my god.
I ain't got that. That ain't heaven to me. That sounds like hell. That is 99 sets of teeth.
Someone said every time I have an electronic problem at the house, I ask my 5-year-old because they know how to fix my iPhone. That is true. They are smart when it comes to electronics. Someone said country kids learn how to drive at 9 out in Pemberville. They know. Crazy. Now pay it backward is happening at drive-thrus. You've heard of pay it forward, the pay it forward chain at a drive-thru where someone pays for the person behind them. It's nice, but it also puts them in a spot where they have to decide if they'll do it for the next person. Because at some point, one person is an asshole. Yeah. They got their shit paid for.
Somebody got to break the chain.
Got to break the chain.
I'm usually that guy.
Me too. Thanks.
I am usually that guy.
See you later.
Yep.
Well, a woman is going viral on TikTok for sharing her experience of someone paying it backward. Now, her name is Samantha, and she was at Dunkin' drive-thru last week, and when she pulled up to the window, the clerk told her that the guy ahead of her who'd left told them that she would be paying for his order. In the caption, she said, to the random guy in front of me who lied to the employee, I hope you get what you deserve.
He did. That meal was free.
She later posted a follow-up where she clarified that she did not pay for his order, and the Dunkin' employees were very cool about it. Even though they were frustrated, the guy ahead essentially stole the coffee. She said she was taken aback that someone would do that. She also shared a video of her trying to restore goodness in the world by going back to the Dunkin' and paying for the person behind her. That is funny. I've done that before. It if we're going through a toll or something and Colleen's behind me, I'll be like, and she usually has the credit card stuff. I'm like, all right, she's paying for both of us.
And they allow you to go?
Yeah,
wow.
It's worked before. I don't know.
Interesting.
Interesting. That's funny though. Let's see. An elderly man in Florida is being called the birthday suit bandit after he was caught trying to break into a woman's home naked. He was naked.
What's going on, bro? I just came over to talk to you. You're walking around the street naked. I know.
Matthew Hunter is dealing with police in the nude. How about we get over to some sports? A mural of Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant was vandalized in L.A. So Lakers star Luka Doncic donated $5,000 to have it restored. Did I say it wrong? Luka Doncic gave $5,000.
Just $5,000, huh?
To have the
$100 million guy.
That's what it
really.
That's what it costs to get it restored.
You can't fucking chip in a fence. How about that, buddy?
Or maybe just security 24/7.
Like honestly, you're new. Do something.
You can check out the trailer for Untold: The Fall of Favre.
Can you? Do you really like? Clearly, it's been told.
It's about Brett Favre's inappropriate behavior on the field. It hits network and Netflix May 20th. I mean, I'm sure he thought he'd gotten away with it. Now all of a sudden, years later, I know
he's the biggest.
Which sucks, man. I loved Brett Favre. Like, I was a Packers fan. I got to, talk to him. He signed a hat for me, a Super Bowl hat. He used to listen to my radio show. I liked Brett Favre. And then this all other shit comes out. You're like, damn, what a piece of shit. All right. Dumbass of the day. A guy wearing a retired drug dealer shirt was arrested for dealing drugs. This guy is like the Jay-Z or Brett Favre of drug dealing because retirement is just a phase. An Uber driver in Ohio was arrested after a rider called 911 and said that the car boasted about having drugs stashed in a fake aerosol can in the car. So he told his passenger that. So the cops tracked the Uber driver down. Sure enough, they found the can, which was filled with 24 grams of meth, along with pills, a meth pipe, a digital scale, package baggies, cash, and 3 cell phones.
What are you doing driving Uber?
The driver.
You are the worst drug dealer if you got to get a part-time job.
Right. It's true. Meth, in case you don't know, meth is hot right now.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need to have another
From
job.
my understanding,
Although-
meth goes quick.
Well, although, I mean, that's a good way to get new customers. I mean, you're seeing these people, which is why this guy probably knows.
But if you're
he's probably feeling them out and be like, this guy might, hey, if you know of anyone, I got this.
If you're hooked on meth, you can outrun my Uber.
So
How
anyway,
many meth addicts are like waiting on my Uber?
that is the
Like, get out of here.
That is the anyway, he was arrested. His name is Robert Rose. He was wearing a t-shirt that said retired drug dealer. So I guess he'd come out of retirement. And that is your dumbass of the day. And finally, the good news. We need some good news today. Do you want a mother horse and fowl rescued from a mud pit, or a snake rescued from a tree?
Neither.
Stop.
Agreed.
Right? Neither.
What?
Yeah, neither.
What do you mean neither?
Neither. What about neither? It means none of them.
All right, well then I'll give you a different one.
Thank you.
God, you guys are assholes.
What?
Seriously. A new AI-powered test. The good news for today, a new AI-powered test is able to diagnose osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis with 98.1% accuracy. And even better, it only requires a small sample of joint fluid. The researchers say this technology.
I gotta drop it on my phone.
Sounds like it hurts.
This researcher
get out of here.
This researcher says that this technology's fast diagnosis could become a valuable tool in healthcare.
You know it's quicker than that? When you move, it hurts.
Yeah.
And now you diagnosed yourself with arthritis. And you ain't had to drip no joint fluid nowhere.
All right, let's
that was better. That was much better.
Oh
than
my
the
God.
horse.
Yeah. This, I mean, we should, I don't know. It's too late to jump on this now, but did you guys see the video? I just got it sent to me last night on of the girl from the east side that got jumped.
No
Oh
one
my
sends
God.
me jump videos.
I got it sent to me yesterday. This 3 girls, probably middle school, 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, somewhere around there. 3 girls beat the shit out of this girl with a mom in the house. And the mom says, "You can't jump her in here. We got to take her outside." The mom is leading this girl outside. And then these fucking girls were kicking 3 girls. This girl was just covering herself, wasn't fighting back. She was covering herself because she was getting pummeled by 3 fucking girls. And it's horrifying. It's sickening to watch. Sickening. And you're like, what is wrong with these kids, man? And I don't know what's going to happen. But I know that in the video, a bunch of people tagged TPD in it. So we'll see. But you can clearly see the girls. Actually, they in the comments, one of the girls was identified. And one girl said that the girl getting beat up was her niece. And it was just horrible. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why. The other 3 girls are saying that this girl tried to jump them at some point.
All 3 of them?
That's what. But then
so they were like, "We need to band together. This girl's a badass. She's like hell on wheels. Us 3 against her. We may come out on top."
Well, then the aunt said that that's all bullshit. That they're just saying that to try to cover their asses. That
it doesn't matter.
That didn't happen.
Like, I doubt one person tried to jump a group of 3 people.
Right.
And even if she tried to jump one of you at a time, the question is, why did you all band up together?
I know.
But I will say this, God bless, it's 2025. Like, kids are dumb.
Yeah.
Criminals are dumb.
Yeah.
And you're so dumb that you will film your crimes. You will tape them and then you will post them. God bless you. God bless you all.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. So anyway, I did get a text back. The victim's mom put her out there to get a beat down. The victim's mom. See, someone said it was the victim's mom, but then someone said it wasn't. But this person is saying it was her mom led her outside to let these fucking girls beat the crap out of her. I don't know, man.
No.
I don't know.
Let us wait until all this shakes out. Somebody will say something.
Thank you for sharing it for me. Hold on.
Very, very like that would shake me. If it's her mom.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, get that door. Get the door. Get the door.
Oh my! There are adults in this room.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm my bestie meat. Now I start sneaking shit. Again. I'm my bestie meat. Find that bitch. Oh, the puppy.
Oh, the puppy.
What I tell you?
Oh, she got her ass whooped in a house.
Yes, and then there's the mom there. There's a mom here that grabs the girl that got beat up and then takes her outside and then lets him beat the shit out of her again outside.
Bitch, come on now before I drag you the fuck out of my house, bitch. I'm not playing with you. Drag her.
She begging under your moms, bro.
I don't give a fuck. Drag her out. Drag her. Drag her out. Drag her out. Let her go, Amelia. Let her go. Stop.
All right. Okay.
So again, that's only half of it. She gets she gets the same ass beating outside, with that mom there. Unbelievable, man. I mean, it's worse. You can't even tell it. To see it is just shocking.
Yeah,
it's shocking to the core. All right, that is well,
girls don't. When girls fight,
stop.
when girls fight, man, I'm telling you, it's a whole different kind of brawl. It is girls fight different. It is a weird thing.
So here we go. If you're talking, okay, the lady walking her outside is the mother of the girl in red. So not the one getting beat up, but mother of one of the girls that was doing the beating. The mother walked her outside so they could finish jumping her while she was throwing up. So this girl got beat up in my house. Yeah, the girl got beat up so bad, and
she was throwing
up. So the mom said, "Don't throw up in the house." Led her outside, and a fucking adult let these girls beat the shit out of her even more outside. I mean, unbelievable. All right. That is the news. Anyway, that's the video's everywhere. If you want to see it, I mean, I don't need to see you see. I'm telling you how bad it is. On a 1 to 10, it's an 8, 9, 7. What?
Well, we didn't see the second beating, so I think it's probably worse. Yeah, it's worse.
It was the same. It was more the same, but in the second location. But yeah, it's bad. All right, that is the news.
It's kind of depressing. I'm depressed now. We better say something. We better do something fun.
Well, we got Steve coming up, so we'll do Steve. All right, let's get traffic and weather real quick. From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, things are looking good on the 75, 475. Checking the traffic cams. You guys are rolling along. Don't forget, Craig Bridge is closed today due to a sensor issue, so stay away from the Craig Bridge. Taylor Automotive, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia dealers, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. And the forecast, what's it looking like today? Let me see. Anyone know what the weather's looking like today? What?
Cold and sunny.
Let's see. Yeah, I know. With 46 today, but it's sunny. It's going to get up to 63. No rain, though, but 63 and sunny today. It depends. 63 can be fine if it's not windy, and it can be cold if it's windy. So
I can't. Yesterday was AC, today's heat. Like, do you know I have to go to each individual unit in my apartment and switch it?
What a pain in the ass.
Like, I have to go because if I just leave one on cool, then none of them put out heat. Got to switch them all to heat. Then I got to go back, switch them all to cool.
Yeah, first world problems.
Yeah,
bro.
in your nice ass apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wham. Get you a wham-ambulance. You like that, Kel, huh?
I can't live in this. I can't live in this squalor.
All right. Anyway, it's 46 right now. Got to tell you, my friends over at Furniture Palace. Man, I'll tell you what. He's the Sofa King, and the prices at the Sofa King, they're so low that it's just amazing. You need to go get you some furniture at Furniture Palace. Go see the Sofa King because they're so fucking low. The prices you can. Shut up. Just don't look at me unapprovingly. I don't care. I ignore you. I ignore that shit out of the side of my eye. I don't care what you say. Go see the Sofa King. And get some of the price. Their prices are so fucking low on sofas That's why they call him the Sofa King. All right, that is your traffic and weather. Got to tell you about my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. Next week is the week, man. All the area Meijer stores from, I think, Adrian down to Findlay and everywhere in between, you're going to be able to see State Line Sauce right there for your taking. It's $9.99 a bottle. You're going to love State Line. I'm telling you, it's so much different than that crap that you get at the store with all the chemicals and shit in it. It's made here. It's bottled here. It's made in BG. You're going to love it. State Line Sauce. Again, actually, the only thing it's made in BG, it's made in Toledo, over off Burn Road. They get the kitchen over there. So anyway, go to the Meijer stores, get you some State Line Sauce, or go online, stateline.sauce.co.com, and get sauce.
Hey, it's Stephen B. Hardy from the Andrew Z and Demetrius in the Morning Show. Pumped to tell you about our newest sponsor at Holy Grail Wellness. Holy Grail is the newest and hottest name in the weight loss game, with all kinds of amazing options to choose from to get you a big head start on your weight loss journey. Stop in at 200 Airport Highway in Wasion, or call and ask for Kendra or Callie at 419-388-7760. Join me on my journey while starting yours today at Holy Grail Wellness.
We've all heard about it, the Japanese head spot, and it is currently available at Skinology. This ultimate scalp facial will dissolve your stress as they lavish your scalp. They include a scalp analysis, a detox treatment, a deep conditioning treatment, a hair mask, and a scalp massage. Spoil yourself with a rejuvenating treatment that will leave you feeling refreshed and renewed. After all, your scalp deserves some pampering too. To book your appointment, go to skinologyfacebar.com.
Got to tell my friends over at Regan Insurance, if you are looking for a deal to save some money here in 2025, because you know things are kind of rough for a lot of people, just call Regan Insurance, no obligation, and see if they can save you money on your insurance. I mean, it's really that easy. They can either save you money and you switch, or they don't save you money and it costs you nothing. So, man, it's just, you need to do it. You need to go over there to Regan Insurance. Call them at Regan, REGANINS.com, Regan Insurance, and start saving money on your insurance today.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by Taylor Automotive Family of Fine Cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty. And right now it's time for Steve. Well, I think I have a couple text messages real quick. 419-345-3375. I saw my phone going off. We talked about that video going around, that's a viral video of Toledo, the girls beating up that one girl. The adult should be charged with child endangerment and felonious assault. Absolutely. Either way, all the shit going on with these kids, they will be caught and prosecuted. TPD going to start setting examples for people. We'll see. Now is the time to come to Fort Myers. We need to come down there and do our broadcast live from the pool. And need Kelly to sell that damn house for him down in Fort Myers.
Yes. Okay.
But until you sell it, Kelly, we can go down there, have us a little vacation. Mm-hmm. All right. Now it's time for Steve's Sleeves.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleeves on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
All right. Hopefully this works. Hey, Stevie, there.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hello. It's a pleasure to be here. Oh, I was just watching a couple of documentaries.
Hello.
There Steve is. Thank God.
I'm like, why am I sounding like a British bitch? What is going on? I'm like, what the hell? No, I heard you guys talking. I'm like, so where I'm working at, we're like one admission away from our whole sales staff going down to Miami Beach for the weekend. Going down to Miami.
What?
Can't wait.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It must be nice to work for a company that does stuff like that.
That appreciates you.
Right, man. You know, we don't. There aren't a lot of those out there these days, Steve. They look at us like
no.
They don't look at us like we're humans and want to take care of us. They just want to get everything. That's the problem. Companies nowadays, they just want to take everything they can from you.
Yeah.
They want to take your.
They do.
They do. They want you to work all the time. They want you to take their pittance of a wage and be happy with it, and they think they're doing you a fucking favor.
Don't take a day off.
Yeah, they give you attitude when you take the day off, and it's some bullshit, dude.
Oh, I hated it. One company I had left, and they terminated like several of us, like for no reason. I think it was just budgetary. But I was like, I had like 2 weeks of vacation. I had never taken. Do you think that company ever paid me out those 2 weeks? Nope. Oh. I got them back good though.
What'd you do?
I called state on them like for 6 weeks in a row. State kept coming in there.
I worked for a company gave me a bonus in boneless wings.
I remember that. I remember him talking about that.
So fucking mad. They were like profit sharing. I was like, what? You should have let me keep these when you didn't cook them.
Oh my god. Wow.
I would be so pissed. Or like or Christmas they give you the ham. Like nothing else, a ham.
Yeah.
But what if you're a vegetarian? And ham means nothing.
Well, and you're buying all the ham's the cheap part. It's 49 cents a pound. Where's all the other shit? Give me a pie and stay. Like if you give me a full meal, then I guess that's pretty good. But if you're just giving me a ham, they're like, here you go, enjoy your ham.
Don't insult me with the ham.
Yeah. Don't you give me what I cook.
Listen, you want to give me a turkey ham? I'll take it.
Well,
I'm not.
Take anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. We'll be gracious, but I'm like,
come on.
damn, you're a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me some Benjamins instead of a ham. What are you doing?
No, this ain't Afghanistan. Don't be handing me no ham. Hey, I ain't gonna be grateful for a ham.
Right? Get out of here.
I'm so hungry. I'd be grateful for one right now.
All right, Steve.
Did you guys watch last night?
Watch
what?
What?
Trump.
No.
Yes.
Fuck no.
I did.
Ooh,
I
what'd you
did.
think?
You watched it? You watched it on ABC or what?
Yeah, I watched it on ABC.
Dude, it's funny.
And it's just I watch Trump for I think different reasons than most people watch. I watch because I'm just like so in awe of how he just lies
with reckless abandon.
Just and look at you and just lie.
I know.
And people and no one says anything, bro. I can't bro. It's so crazy. Like regular dudes can't live this life. Like, dude, the shit. If he was in a regular marriage to a regular woman, like, there's no way
he'd be committed.
Anybody would date this dude. There's no way. Like, I just don't get it. I watch, and he's like, I watched the reporter say to him about China. He was like, clothing's gonna go up, electronics are gonna go up, food's gonna go up, construction, and Donald Trump went like this. You don't know that. And he went, I was like, he just said it to you because he's got numbers. Yeah. And he goes,
how do you don't know?
Yeah, you those can't be real.
I can't. Dude, honestly,
it blows my mind.
I can't watch him, but it's a talent to be able to lie like that and just. I mean, it's amazing. I've never seen it. We've never seen anything like that. Never seen anything like that.
He's a retired Jedi.
Right? Yes.
Like he will look at you and say some shit about droids, and you're like, clearly these are not droids.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
And I'm like, but it looks just like the pic. Nope, those aren't the droids.
And half the people would be like, no, you're right. That must not be them. Move it along.
Holy shit.
It's crazy. It's just it's interesting.
Mesmerized by him. Like, it's just how much he can get away with.
Dude, he's Palpatine. It's
Look,
weird.
Here's the bottom line with Trump. I don't think we're ever going to see anything like it again. And he has won life. He has done everything he's wanted. He has broken every rule. He does whatever the fuck he wants his entire life from cradle to grave. And there will never be any repercussions.
Backlash.
Nothing. He will never do a day in jail. He's the president. He's gonna have tons of money. He won life. Like, there is no bigger winner at life than him that I've ever seen in my entire life. That it could just do whatever they wanted. And it doesn't matter if it's court, doesn't matter if it's women, doesn't matter.
He's 6'3", 220. Like,
so that's what his doctor said too. It's like he's 220. Get out of here.
6'2", 224.
He's 3 all day long. But who cares? Why does he lie about that dumb shit? Like, he's 300 pounds all day long.
So easily.
Right. Would you say at the size that he is and the height that he is, he's 300 pounds, 280 maybe. But easy.
It all go. Good
to see an
morning.
interview with his
It
wife.
all goes along
I
with
want them to
consistency with
grill
that
her and
personality.
be
That's
like, ask
just
her
they
the questions
lie,
we're
they
all
make things
dying
up,
to
they
know.
exaggerate.
I
They're
want to
in.
see
They're
that.
delusional in their own world. So it all
Who's
it all
this?
fits and goes together.
Hold on. Okay. Dr. D is on for the next Dr. D is not in
I'm
studio.
like, something is fucking playing.
Could she hear?
No,
Because she's
yeah.
talking over.
Yeah, Dr. D.
I'm here.
Dr. D. You
You
can't
need to
hear.
intro her.
Hey, I thought you was coming
Or
on
not
next
pot
week.
her up.
Okay.
So like people don't think they're having a fucking stroke.
I'm like, what was happening?
I'm like, oh my God, my left ear's fucked.
So here's what
Sorry.
happened. Oh my God.
Sorry.
So Dr. D.
I didn't know.
Dr. D texted me last night, said she can't be in studio. So I said, oh, I'll put you in the computer. So I'm trying to get her set up for the next segment. And
got it.
and they're on the same computer. And so I didn't know she was gonna.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, because Dr. D, if you and Steve talk at the same time, then Steve can't hear you, and you guys are just talking over each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God. Technology.
Oh, scared me. She scared me.
I was like tripping out, looking around the room. Where the hell is she? I was like, what's going on?
Where is she?
And that's weird because I can't hear a thing. She's probably talking.
Update your
now, and I can't hear her.
technology.
Yeah, see, Steve couldn't hear you at all. So anyway, all right. Oh man. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the sleaze. Steve, what's going on?
Well, yeah, the big one, we were talking about Trump. Well, listen to this. So the show might be over. So the Hollywood icon's wife, a British human rights lawyer, may find herself in hot water with the Donald J. Trump administration after reportedly going against executive order and giving legal advice in a war crimes case against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. We're talking about George Clooney's wife, Amal. She could be barred from entering the United States in the future. Ooh, what will
Oh my
George
God,
do?
if I have to kick it in my Italian mansion, so be it. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Georgie Poo, where's our Nespresso?
Yeah. What would you want to eat? Like if you've got all
You're going to ban me from the trailer park of countries?
yeah, I get it. I'm like,
you motherfuckers have mullets and Mountain Dew.
and Trump.
Stop. I'm going to have a
Come
bottle
over.
of wine and I'm going to have a little siesta because that's what people do over here. We sleep in the afternoon.
Poor Amalia, she can't come back to America. Anyway.
What would he do? He's got so much star power. They'd figure that one out.
Yeah.
Trust me. He'd have all
Well,
the Hollywood right behind him.
He's got makeup people. This is her sister, Paul Clooney.
All right, what else going on, Steve?
Willie Nelson, now we talked about that, has actually 2 birthdays. So he was
has
born
2?
before midnight on April 29th, but his paperwork wasn't submitted to the county courthouse until the next day, April 30th. So officially, his birthday is today, but he celebrates both. Check out this audio.
I was born before midnight on the 29th, but it didn't get registered in the county courthouse until the next day, the 30th. So it went out officially as the 30th. So
Well-
I used to do both days.
I smoke weed both days to celebrate. All right. What else, Steve?
All right. Beyonce. Okay, we got to hear this. Beyonce kicks off Cowboy Carter tour.
Oh,
Listen
last
to
night.
this audio.
Okay,
Yep.
I got it. Here, Steve. I got you, Steve. Anything you ask for, Steve, I will give you.
Okay, cut the magic.
1, 2, 3, 4. Beyonce is saddling up. Launching her Cowboy Carter tour in Los Angeles.
What do you think is going to make the Cowboy Carter tour epic?
Beyonce. The first of 32 shows across 9 cities, from Chicago to Paris to her hometown of Houston.
I'm coming back this Thursday on Sunday and then next Wednesday as well.
One is not enough.
No, not enough.
Not enough. Her history-making, genre-bending foray into country music has topped the charts. Cowboy Carter. Winning Grammys for Album of the Year and Best Country Album.
Wow, I really was not expecting this.
Loyal Beehive members made Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour the highest-grossing tour ever by a Black artist.
It's a moment for everyone to come together.
And while she's kept her cards close to the vest about her return to the stage, her Netflix Christmas halftime show featured special guests like Post Malone and Shabuzi. Now adding to the intrigue of what's in store for Beyonce's next rodeo.
You never know what to expect from Beyonce.
Man, am I the only one that doesn't like Beyonce? Like, she annoys me.
Yeah, you probably are.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't dislike her. I just don't care.
Yeah. Well, maybe I definitely don't care. I'm more towards the dislike. I'm at don't care, touching the toe of dislike.
Why?
She's annoying.
Why do you dislike her?
I don't know. I don't know why. I
Because
don't know.
she's so famous.
Maybe Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know.
Because
why.
she's black.
Shut the fuck up. You're black, and I don't.
Yeah, and I annoy the shit out of you.
Caramel.
This is
caramel,
clearly,
like that reminds you.
clearly, this is how you show your racism.
Steve's black. He doesn't annoy.
And
the
he
shit out of
annoys
me.
it. You annoy. I have seen your face.
Oh.
You stank face.
You think I'm a racist? I'm a racist?
You're an annoyist.
Oh shit! All right. What else, Steve?
Well, in case you guys, I know you were just saying to yourself, whatever happened to Jerry Turner? Well, I'm going to tell you. So Golden Bachelor star Jerry Turner has a new girlfriend, and now we know who the lucky lady is. So he's dating a woman named Lana Sutton. I love that name. They met on Facebook. Now Sutton reached out to him, and at first he ignored her message because as you can imagine, he's inundated with requests. Now, her second message caught his eye because she mentioned she was also from Indiana, a town about 20 minutes from where he's actually from. So Sutton is in her mid-50s, is a retired teacher who was also part of a video production company. Now, their first date was back in March, and it's been smooth sailing ever since. He met her parents, and he mentioned on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast that Sutton relates well to his daughters. So the other question you're probably asking yourself, how does Teresa Nist react to Jerry's new relationship?
Yes.
She said, I just want to let you know I met someone. I said, that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. He goes on to say, I was afraid to tell you. Why would you be afraid? She says, I only want your happiness. If this is the way it happened for him to find his person to go on the show, get married, and then find his person this way, then it was meant to be. She said he had a lot of love to give. Nist went on saying, I think he dove into this reality really quickly. But I think it's really a relationship that's going to be good. She can tell. So
How old is he?
It's good for them.
How old is Jerry? Is he 60?
He's like 70.
70.
She's
and
really
she's 50.
She's really hot.
Of course she is.
She really looks good.
Yeah. Okay. Like, has anybody read any of the news stories about Bill Belichick? Huh?
Yeah.
About how UNC is super concerned about his girlfriend now.
Are they really?
Oh my God. And
No.
how whether or not he's going to be an effective leader in the locker room because of how much participation and how active she is in his life.
No, I didn't know
Oh
that.
my God.
Yeah. I mean, definitely they're paying him a lot of money. I'm sure there would have to be warning flags with the way that she and them have been acting in public.
Who did that interview with him? Where she was like,
it was
I'm not gonna...
Tony. I don't know his last name, but it was on CBS Sunday Morning.
So CBS released all the backstage footage of how she was behaving during that interview. It was crazy.
Back to
Dino's crazy.
I do. And I don't know what it is.
He's an expert.
It's so fucking hot.
Back to
You're so sad.
True. Crazy is hot.
It is hot as shit.
So
I mean, that's why I stopped buying rabbits.
Oh my gosh.
So here's the thing: is that with this Jerry thing, out of all those women on Bachelorette, 25 women, why would he grab someone on Facebook? Why would he not reach out to
Because
one
they
of the
were
other?
all old seniors too. This girl's she's a bombshell
She's
at 50.
pretty.
She's
pretty.
really
Very
pretty. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like,
And she gets along with my kids.
like the
Of
young,
course she does, because they're the same age. You old creepy bitch.
Stop. 20 years is not a big deal anymore.
20 years is a big deal. I don't care.
Colleen and I are 20.
it's a big
It's a
deal.
big deal.
Hello.
But I think at
That's
50
a
and
big
70, it's a little different.
Literally.
Do you?
I do.
I don't. I think that the experience gap is still there and still big, and like
The only worry
there's
I
like
would have is
generational
the
stuff
sexual,
that you miss.
But you know what, Demetrius, I don't understand with you is you say, "Oh, we're not in the same generation, so we don't know what to talk about." But you can relate with a teenager. You can relate, like if you can have a conversation with
Demetrius,
anybody.
You're
I mean,
the smartest guy in the room. Just ask yourself.
I have.
Wow.
That's what you told us yesterday.
She said.
I didn't tell you that
He said we were all stupid. We were all
I didn't say
stupid.
that yesterday.
We're all stupid.
I didn't say that
Day before,
yesterday.
day
What I
before,
said,
day
and frankly, it was Steven and Andrew sitting in this room.
Okay.
And yes.
All right. What else, Steve?
Wow, snorting and hints of sarcasm in that statement. I was hearing. Oh, look, I just lost my little track here. So if you guys were wondering, I love this little story. So drag queen Trixie Mattel, I love Trixie Mattel, did Jay Leno's makeup at a charity event last November. You guys kind of remember that, to cover the bruises on his face from that hillside fall. Hey, if you want to look good, honey, have a drag queen do. Drag queens should be working at like the makeup counters. Like
yes,
a gaggle
they
of them should
should.
just be working there.
Because
yes,
honestly, like I feel like Hollywood, more actresses look and do their makeup like drag queens than
you are right about that.
Right?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And
I would agree. It's too much.
Like, yeah, but they do. I mean, drag queens look amazing.
I know.
I mean, the good ones.
What else, Steve?
A royal insider says Prince William plans to strip Harry and Meghan Markle of their royal titles when he becomes king, and that Meghan violated an agreement about using her title to promote her personal
Fuck Prince
brand.
William. That kid is such a piece of shit. He is just like his father. They're both spineless fucking weenies. And that's your brother, dude. That's your brother. What you want to? He doesn't. First of all, he doesn't care about you. You could shove your royal title up your weenie ass. He doesn't care because Harry's living his best life, and you are just a miserable, go along with anything, spineless. I don't know what they call it in England, but you were just he's such a piece of crap.
What
Can't
show me
drank the Kool-Aid.
Him and
Show me on the down where William touched you.
Well, his dad was a piece of crap, and then that's your brother. You're gonna. It's being petty. It's just more petty Donald Trump type shit. So you're gonna strip him of his royal title. Ooh, strip me, asshole. Who cares? God.
To put that out there is kind of
I know.
too.
So petty.
I mean, you're just furthering the wedge between
Right.
you and your brother's relationship by putting that out there.
Man,
you don't.
I have not seen you that excited in a long time.
I don't like Charles. I don't like William.
wow.
I'm more of a realist. I like Harry. I'm Team Harry. Team Harry, Team Diana. I'm not
love
Team
Harry.
I'm not
I
Team
love
Charles and Team William. That's the worst parts of the royal family.
It's so.
Your mother is turning over in the grave. because of this rip. I
She would in private. She'd be like, "I have such a weenie son. Can't believe he's going to take over my country. That's why I have to live to 100. I'm not allowed to die because my weenie son is going to be the next in line."
She said just like that.
She did. He's a twit, a spineless twit.
He's a ninny.
He's a ninny. Yes, such a both of them are ninnies, just like his
ninnies.
father. They're both ninnies.
I just don't understand the deep hatred.
I just told you. They're just
it
they,
doesn't make
they don't
sense to
stand
me.
for anything.
Like neither does Harry or Meghan. What are you
Bullshit.
talking about?
Harry does all kinds of. He speaks out against what's wrong. He said, "Look, you're being racist
You're
to my
talking
wife.
about
You're
the
being
same
racist."
guy that dressed up like a Nazi for Halloween.
No,
Are we
he was a
really
child.
defending him?
He was
a child. He was in college.
Okay, it was a child. Ridiculous. All right, thank you, Steve.
Wow, passion. I love the passion.
Put it where it deserves.
Thank you, Steve. Love you. Hey, Steve, I got to come over today and check. Let's check your equipment today. Make sure we're good for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Love you. And someone said, was the queso truck not invited to the royal wedding or something? That's funny. All right, let's check traffic and weather. It's looking good out there. I don't know. Brought to you by Taylor Automotive and Furniture Palace. Take care of our sponsors, please. Taylor Automotive, Furniture Palace, all of them. We'd appreciate that. Skinology, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, State Line Sauce Company. There's a good 5 of them that have been with us for a long time, and we appreciate you. It keeps us on the air if you guys can support our sponsors. Okay, all right. Let's get into Dr. D.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty. And now, Dr. D. Dr. Deetra Hickey is here, owner of Serenity Health and Wellness Center and Serenity Nail Salon, a motivational speaker, licensed counselor, and author, and taking your questions right now. And Dr. D, you sound like you're right in the room. Good morning, Dr. D.
Good morning.
Man, doesn't that sound good, Demetrius? I mean, she sounds like she's right here. Where are you? What's going on with you, Dr. D? You good?
I'm good.
Okay,
Yep.
all
Yep.
right.
Just had to help out with a family member with
Okay.
a procedure, and I wouldn't have made it in time.
Oh, that's all right. All right, well, good. What's going on? Anything new? Anything interesting?
Well, tomorrow is my 26-year wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
So that's exciting. And our puppy is in a 3-week board and train. So she left a couple days ago. So we won't see her for 3 weeks. And other than that, just prepping for Mother's Day at Serenity.
And this Saturday, we want to talk about, we're doing a special event for K2, our very own K2, the Baroness. She is has stage 4 colorectal cancer. And we're doing an event for her at the Patron Saints Brewery on Bancroft from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. this Saturday. We're all going to be out there. Demetrius, myself, Steven, Kelly. Kelly, is Steven playing music?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and Steven's going to be playing music for us as well. I'm super excited about that. He's such a talented kid. So
thank God we didn't have this on a Monday.
Well, I know he wouldn't show up. He wouldn't show up. But yeah, so it's going to be this Saturday at Patron Saints. Dr. D and Kelly and the whole crew, you guys all have done a great job of putting this thing together. And you can also donate to the GoFundMe or just come out. And the cool thing is it the Kentucky Derby? Is that what Saturday?
Yes.
And
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be able to buy squares in our Kentucky Derby contest. Is someone going to win money?
Yeah, $500 first place. Second is
Nice.
$250.
Nice. So I'll put the information about that on all our Facebook pages coming up.
Perfect. Yeah, if it's 1 square for 25 or 5 for 100.
Nice. Okay, and it's that's going to be this Saturday. Of course, we'll watch the Kentucky. We'll all watch it together this Saturday. Hopefully, you'll come out and have some fun. There's food trucks out there too on Saturday. Usually,
Yes.
I don't know which ones are going to be there, but
There's supposed to be 2. I'm not sure which ones.
is it
either.
the vegan hot dog truck usually, and maybe Chef Rob with pizza maybe?
Not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to do anything false.
Right. All right. Well, here we go, Dr. D. I got a question for you. I've been in a text relationship for nearly a year. I call it a text relationship because we communicate solely through texting. Because I'm not a video chat person, it doesn't bother me that we don't Zoom. Additionally, the few times he has tried to contact me via video, we just don't seem to connect. Even though our communication is strictly via text, we have formed this bond where we are very in tune with one another. He knows when I'm happy or sad and need cheering up, and vice versa. All the things you could want in a relationship we seem to have. However, he travels a lot because of his job, so I don't see him in person. Again, that's not a problem for me. My problem is, even though he has much more money than I'll ever have, he often asks me to send him mostly to play games while he is away. I start out by saying I can't help, but then I give in. By the way, I never ask him for anything. I'm not a gimme woman. I'll find a way to do it myself. It's beginning. I guess it's always has to bother me that he asks me for money. He doesn't ask for anything else. I don't know how to tell him I wish he wouldn't do that, and to ask for his rich friends instead. Ask one of his rich friends instead. How can I rectify this dilemma I've created for myself, Dr. D?
You're being catfished. That guy's from Nigeria.
Right?
It ain't real.
What?
It's like that lady who thought she was talking to Jelly Roll.
What's that, Dr. D?
Yeah, this is a large woman in her living room.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why she has to be large, but
Right.
I'm just visioning. Yeah, Demetrius is right. This is a scam, and this is somebody who is, he's a con artist. Unfortunately, I hate to say it. And if not, the very slight chance that that is not the case, you need to just cut your ties. And text relationships are not healthy anyway. I mean, I always tell people that meet someone on a dating app and they text for a couple of months, then they meet and it's just not a fit. You
Right.
just wasted all of that time anyway. But yeah, any which way you slice it, this is a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it probably is a scam. I mean, it sounds like it. We've seen a lot of these celebrity ones where the celebrity will be, they think they're in a relationship with Jelly Roll or something, and
So ridiculous.
and what the celebrity will say is, well, I have, people are always after my money, so I want you to give me money just to prove that you're not after me for money. And then that's another way to another twist on the same scam. But yeah, you're getting scammed, darling. I hate to say it to you, and you've been in this text relationship for a year, which is not a thing.
Hey, just a little side note: if you have a white Kia outside parked on the street, you may want to move that.
Why?
Because it seems like there's some heavy equipment behind it that may be looking to do some digging and moving of stuff.
Okay, I'll let Colleen know. I was wondering why Demetrius got up. All right, here you go, Dr. D. Another question for you. Our son and his girlfriend, by the way, that is a scam. Our son and his girlfriend had our first grandchild 18 months ago. We helped them move out of their rental house before the baby was born and buy a cute little house, which we made sure was in good shape before they moved in. They had ruined the rental property with a couple cats they had and their refusal to clean it all. We told them they had to keep the new house clean for themselves as well as our new grandson. The new house is now disgustingly filthy and filled with trash and the smell of cat urine. We watch our grandson several times a week, even keeping him overnight. We don't ask for anything, and they don't offer. We feel he's better off staying with us rather than in that nasty house. We've gone over several times to help clean their place and purchased many items to help them keep the place clean. And to no avail. We are at our wits' end. We don't want to involve Children's Protective Services, but we know what we can do to get them to understand. We don't know what we can do to get them to understand the gravity of the situation. What do you suggest, Dr. D?
Well, first of all, CSB would laugh at you if you really think that they are going to pick and choose a house that has clutter all over and smells like cats when you have cats. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to get custody because of something like that. They could, possibly say, clean up, but you're just going to ruin your relationship at that point. I mean, if the kids, you just have to put it in perspective, and it's all relative. I'm not saying it's a good situation. If it's that important to you, continue going over and helping them and help them clean and express how you feel. But if the kids are being fed and they have shelter and they're sleeping in a bed and they're not being physically abused, you just got to pick and choose your battles with this one.
That sucks. People shouldn't have pets if you're not a good cleaner. You can't add a pet to the situation.
Yeah,
you can't.
But no, it's pretty common though. I mean, especially with cats, and it's usually worse. Nothing against cats. I'm just saying it's harder to get the smell out. Like it could be just a few accidents even, and that just lingers forever.
There is some stuff that I've seen on a commercial when I watch On Patrol Live. It's called Poof. P-O-O-P-H. And
there's a lot of products Kelly can attest to that realtors use,
Really?
Because when they're trying to prep a house to sell, and if they have a problem, with urine in the carpet or cats or dogs, there's some really great products.
What do you
now.
use, Kelly?
I mean, honestly, I don't think a lot of them work. And with cats, unfortunately, if they really if they spray a lot, it gets in the joints, so of the floor joints, and it is almost impossible without removing the floor joints to get the smell out. I mean, you could try to.
Is that under the carpet? Like you
Yeah.
take carpet and the floor
Yeah.
joints, like are the
Yeah, you could paint it with Kills, and sometimes that works because it kind of seals. But most of the time, like when
God.
it can be bad.
How scary! Like, why would you have a cat? Why would you have a cat if you're going to ruin your house? That's crazy.
A lot of people do. They really do. And I think it's the severity. I've used those products. I've had luck with them because even if you don't let your dogs go to the bathroom on the floor, your house, if you go to sell it, still could smell like,
Yeah.
For somebody who really doesn't have dogs, like dogs, even the slightest smell can deter somebody from wanting your house, for example.
Yeah.
And we did use them. They worked well for us. But yeah, this sounds a little bit more severe. Kelly's probably right that they're not going to work for the extreme cases.
Kelly, you got to try this stuff called Poof, P-O-O-P-H.
Okay.
They sell it at Walmart,
right.
and it's safe for people, planets, and pets. And the dude on the commercial,
Did you say planets?
People, planet, and pets.
Like what? What sprays have we been using that has been a danger to Venus?
Because in the commercial, the guy squirts it into his mouth, and it's fine. But it's
You meant people, plants, and pets.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just saying it's good for the planet, like environmentally friendly.
Because he drinks it and he's fine.
I don't know. I feel like if he drinks it, it's not going to be potent enough.
I know. I thought that too. But then he sprays it on a skunk. And then they're like, that skunk doesn't smell anymore. Like, it's that freaking the commercial is amazing.
Oh my God. You believe everything he says. All the words.
There's a picture.
What do you mean?
He sprayed on a skunk. And that
And now
skunk no longer stinks.
And he takes a big, deep breath.
I think we've learned from our political world right now.
Unreal.
Just because you say it doesn't mean it's true.
Right.
What do you mean? Dude, Poof is...
This is Poof, the most powerful pet odor eliminator in the world.
No harsh chemicals.
No harsh chemicals at all.
fragrances.
None.
Seriously?
Sprayed in his mouth.
It's safe for people, pets, and the
I can
planet.
totally believe that that's actually the
What's
stuff.
this?
Oh.
That's pure ammonia. Just gotta poof it. Check this out.
Look at that. It was pure ammonia on a card. He sprays Poof on it, and the girl's like, "Wow, it's gone. It's freaking gone." Why are you shaking your head, Demetrius?
I don't have smell-o-vision.
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm
Look,
telling
like that could be full of water, and that card could not smell like anything. But
well, you have to take them for their word.
Do you?
Yes. Why would
I feel like they could have come up with a more professional name.
Poof? Because it's like a poop and it's P-O-O-P and then H, so it's poop and then poof, it's gone. So I think it's clever.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I wish someone would have tried it because I've been wanting to try it so bad. Because they say you can use it on anything. Like you throw it on your pet stinks, you spray it right on your pet, and boom, the smell is gone.
Mm.
Right.
Okay.
Here we go, Dr. D. A few years ago, my daughter went no contact with both sides of our family. Grandparents, parents, aunts and uncles, as well as cousins. Since then, I've been struggling with how I should answer acquaintances who ask, how is she doing? As well as those who ask, do you have children? I've been told by friends and family that I should tell the acquaintances that I don't know why because she doesn't speak to the family. However, I found this response leads to more uncomfortable questions. I'm embarrassed to have people tell me, yes, but she does not speak to us. And worse, to try to answer why. Lately, I've been telling people, no, we don't have kids. So I won't have to explain it. Can you advise me on how I can answer this question without explanations, embarrassment, or lies?
Well, I don't think you could have all of the above if the truth is embarrassing to you. So therefore, it's either a lie or embarrassing. But I would probably just simply answer, she's so busy in life and we don't hear from her much, but hopefully we're hoping that that changes. Or, yes, I have a child, and leave it at that. I mean, if they want to dig deeper, the people that are saying like, they fell off the face of the earth, or where's the communication? Just say, they're very busy. They must be going through something. Love and support. I'm here when their life changes. I mean, you just have to stay positive, not put your child down. And it's really, I mean, nobody's business. If they're that close to her that they want to know, then they can continue to reach out and make that their journey. But a lot of parents go through this, and we don't know why she's withdrawn. I mean, maybe ask, maybe just have more consistent communication and flat out ask the hard questions. But I think, worrying about what everybody else thinks is the least of the problems at this point.
Did it sound, Dr. D, to you? Because it sounded to me almost like that the question is made up. She just wanted to vent, it sounded like, because you can easily, like you say, hey, she's doing fine. I mean, you don't have to go into it. Most people don't even want you to go into it. They're like, yeah, she's fine, and move on. It's almost like it's weighing so heavily on her that she wants an answer to fix it. But the problem really isn't people asking about your daughter. The problem is you've got a problem with your daughter. Do you get that sense as well?
I do. Yeah, because there's no reason that you have to give. Now, if there's truly other family members saying, I've reached out with no return communication, what's going on, you just have to be honest and just say, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on. Probably just really busy and consumed, but, keep trying.
Well, like you said, family members, close friends, things like that. But just like you're worried about random people, what you have to say to them. I mean, you tell them she's fine and just keep it pushing. It's so weird.
Exactly. Yeah. No, to say I don't have children is just, that's odd. That's not a thing. But yeah, I just think you keep pushing. There are a lot of people out there that just choose to divorce their families.
Yeah.
And they don't give a reason or an answer. They're not their type of people, or they don't want to be affiliated or associated. And they had boundaries at first, and then those boundaries became more distance. And then the distance just became, you know what, I'm happier without them. And we don't know why. And sometimes it's healthy and sometimes it's, not, but that it's up to the individual.
Right. Demetrius, Kathy said thank you for having her move her car. What's going on in at Serenity Health and Wellness Serenity Nail Salon, Dr. D?
Well, tomorrow is May 1st, and which means today is our last day for our 15-year anniversary specials. So go to serenitymommy.com to check out all those specials at both the nail salon and the wellness center. But starting tomorrow, we will be promoting our Mother's Day packages and discounts. And Mother's Day is in 2 weeks?
A week from this Sunday. Yeah.
A week from Sunday. All right. So don't forget mom. Don't forget expecting moms and those people in your life that have been mother figures to you who might not be blood related. Everyone appreciates a little pampering.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you, Dr. D. And it's good to know that this Zoom thing works. I like that because Skype goes away. We've been using Skype for years, and I'm not really big on new technology, but Skype is going away tomorrow. Today's the last day for Skype.
Oh,
so
wow.
I had to figure out something new. So you're kind of like a test case. You sound great. So
awesome. It was easy peasy.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you, Dr. D.
All right. Bye, guys.
There is a Dr. D for Ask Dr. D. Here's traffic and weather. Traffic looking okay out there. 475, 75 looking good. There is that Craig Bridge, which is the drawbridge right there under the Veterans Glass City Memorial that goes across the Maumee River. The drawbridge is not working right now because of some sort of mechanical chip in there that they can't get fixed. So we'll not just avoid the Craig Bridge for today. Traffic brought to you by the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, brought to you by Taylor Automotive Family of Fine Cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop by one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. And weather is looking like this and like that. It's 48 degrees right now. A little chilly out, man. It's going to get up to 63, but the sun is shining. Well, the sun's kind of popped back behind the clouds here in Perrysburg, but overall, does it look like a decent day, though?
Sun is out.
Yeah, sun's out. All right. 48, it's high 63. Tomorrow going to be a high 75, but there is rain probable tomorrow. Rain probable on Friday. So 80% tomorrow, 85% chance on rain on Friday, 60% chance on Saturday, 60% chance on Sunday, 50% chance on Monday. So the weekend, going to be hit or miss on the rain situation. All right, Furniture Palace. Make sure you get on to Furniture Palace. Get you some furniture. We'd love for you to support them. And if you're thinking about furniture, if you're in the market for furniture, those are the people you see. They're local. They live right here in the community. They have great customer service. They have quick delivery, and they will work on price and payment and things that work right into your budget at our friends at Furniture Palace. Get on over there and see the Sofa King. You're going to love Furniture Palace. And tell my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. It doesn't matter if you put it on just about anything. I put it on eggs. I put it on pizza. I put it on chicken. Put it on my burger. Just anything. State Line sauce makes it better. And if you haven't tried State Line, it's so much different and better than other national trashy hot sauces. They got all the bullshit in them. So they don't have any of that in there. Go to StatelineSauceCO.com. Get some hot sauce without the bullshit. Meyer is a place to get it online. StatelineSauceCO.com is a place to get sauce. And also the Farmers Market on Friday or Saturday mornings in Toledo is a great place to get sauced as well.
Hey, it's Stephen B. Hardy from the Andrew Z. and Demetrius in the Morning Show. Pumped to tell you about our newest sponsor at Holy Grail Wellness. Holy Grail is the newest and hottest name in the weight loss game, with all kinds of amazing options to choose from to get you a big head start on your weight loss journey. Stop in at 200 Airport Highway in Wasion or call and ask for Kendra or Callie at 419-388-7760. Join me on my journey while starting yours today at Holy Grail Wellness.
And tell my friends over at Regan Insurance, the place to get your insurance. They are an independent insurance company, meaning they represent some of the biggest insurance companies in town: Progressive, Auto Owners Insurance, all of the big ones. Regan Insurance, they deal again with all of them, so they're going to get you the best deal and also the best coverage that's right for your family. They've been protecting Toledo families since 1967. It's time for Regan Insurance to protect your family. Go to Regan INS, REGANINS, ReganInts.com online and get your free insurance checkup today.
Bring it. Andrew Z. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. Also brought to you by Skinology, Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, and State Line Sauce Company. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius Nicodemus, and there you go. That is it for now. It's just the two of us wrapping this thing up for the day. Did you see this? The interesting story that I was reading this morning. It said that nicknames are becoming extinct. They say that the Wall Street Journal claims that this guy has 5 kids, ages 6 to 18, and none of them have been given nicknames by their friends. He says none of their friends seem to have one either. So, I mean, it's not a scientific thing, but he's saying his real world experience is that all the young people surrounding him, they don't give each other nicknames. They call them by like their real names.
I wonder if that's cultural. I wonder if that goes, if that's,
We all had nicknames. Everyone around me had nicknames.
Yeah, but most of your friends are.
You think it's a black thing? No. White people have nicknames.
I've never met. Oh, like what?
Like what? I don't
Skip?
know. Yeah.
Chip?
We're just short for Skipper?
Yeah, like
you think
Tank?
You think I mean all my friends were black and we all had nicknames. I didn't really have I'm not a big nickname guy.
I mean, when I was in
it's interesting.
Like when I was in the Navy, like people called me Nick, but that was just short for Nicodemus. So I don't know if that's a nickname.
But they called you Meech?
Yeah, when I was growing up. But that was given to me by my brother and honestly, I think anybody who has the name Demetrius, their nickname is Meech. Everybody that I've ever met has.
But that's normal. Like if your name's Steven, they call you Steve, or
yeah,
or what Richard, they call you Dick.
Dick, yeah. Or if you're me, they call you Dick.
Even though your name's Meech,
even though my name
is weird.
Meech, I'm like, wow, that's not even close. They're like, it's more of an observation than a nickname, sir. I'm like, I get it. All right, well played.
So you think nickname is a cultural thing? I don't know, man. This guy says here's a little more of the story. He says he claims that all types of nicknames are in decline, everything from Junior to calling your buddy from Dallas Tex. And he thinks it's sad because nicknames are almost always a positive thing or a sign of affection. He says even initials like AJ or JD seem less common, partly because parents take their kids' names more seriously than they used to. His youngest kid has a few friends named William, and none of them go by Billy.
No.
They all go by William.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Obviously, nicknames will never be fully extinct. Plenty of athletes and radio hosts still go by nicknames, but he thinks still ones among friends are less common because we're more worried about offending people. He says years ago you might have called your heavyset friend Tiny. They used to call me Tiny. You might be more worried about calling attention to their weight now. Same goes for calling Red because they're a ginger. That you may, I don't know. It's interesting. A thing. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think of it as cultural, like you said. That was a new one for me.
I was just going back and I'm going, what? I don't think any of my white friends have a nickname.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I didn't think it. Like I said, I didn't think it was. Someone said my name is Josh. I'm called Doug. No, my name is John. Rather.
That's not a nickname. That's an alias.
You can't.
A nickname's like Junebug.
My name is John. They call me Doug. Oh my God, that's a funny one. What are you doing?
That's just your dad really attached to the name that he lost. He was like, I want to name you Doug.
That's funny. All right, and finally, before we get out of here, I thought this was interesting. Is that they asked a poll, why are people using AI? And I'll tell you what, I've been using AI. I know you. Yeah, I discovered that song, the AI song app, which is fucking amazing. But I've discovered like about a week ago, I just put regular AI on my phone. I'm like, Chat GPT, let me just throw it on there and see what happens. Dude, life changing. I mean, it's allowing me to do things that I never could have imagined.
I don't think it's allowing. I think it's telling you.
What do you mean?
It's telling you to do things. You know, it's what? So it. I was having this conversation with a friend of mine a few days ago, and they were like, you know, we were watching this commercial about an AI thing, and they were like, you know what, you can type it in. These people were making a presentation, and they typed into the Chat GPT or whatever the fuck they were using. What are the questions we can expect from this presentation? Now it spits out all these questions that they have to prepare themselves to answer. Now I'm also going, okay, so the people who are going to be at this presentation have Chat GPT, and they go, what should we ask during this presentation? And it spits out the same fucking questions. So now Chat GPT is questioning Chat GPT, and Chat GPT is answering Chat GPT. And nobody, who are the real human beings, are actually exchanging information.
I'm going to give you an example. So
it's a snake that eats itself.
Right. I don't know, man. It's just, you can't ignore it. It's just, it's amazing. Like, okay, Colleen had a dispute with someone on a cleaning job or whatever, and it was just spitting out like remedies and writing notes and to send to this person, and you know, it all ended up getting worked out. But I mean, it's just and with such a little bit of information, the things that it can do are just. I was going to this meeting about something, and I just put in, I was like, hey, I want to touch on this, put me together a presentation. Spit me out a presentation that I handed out this meeting, and I was just going to go. And I'm like, well, it's easy. I mean, spit out this beautiful presentation. I'm not going to not use it. I gave it it's amazing.
But
man.
It's not you.
So what?
It's not.
But I put the information in for them to put it to.
And then this machine gathered all this information that it has at its fingertips and spit it out and didn't enhance you one bit. So let me say, I'm in a meeting with this guy, right? And he gives me this amazing Chat GPT presentation. and I hire this guy because I'm under the assumption that he has this knowledge. And so I'm looking at him when he can't fucking do his job. Like, what is going on? And what really has happened is I should have hired ChatGPT. But see, when every ass and every ignorant has access to the same information as smart people, then they get to pass themselves off as smart people. And then when the mistakes are made when they're being hired, let's look at what's going on right now.
But here's the
then
thing.
the shit hits the fan.
Is it because I think maybe you smart people are fearful because now we can play in the same game?
But
Because
you're not.
We are playing the same
You're
game.
not playing the same game. You got into the game on false pretenses.
Doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter. It's my chat GPT.
But you're not equipped
It's
to play
my
the
chat
game.
GPT. I think that I've been now in the same game as you.
Chat
That's why you don't
GPT
like
is-
it. You like having a lower class of people that aren't as smart as you. And now, if we're both competing for the same job, and you're putting in your proposal, and I'm putting in a Chat GPT proposal, and we're both smart now on that
But
level.
you're not. You're not.
No,
It's
it's weird.
That's the whole thing. Like, you may have access to all the same information that I do, but you may not have the capacity to really translate it, understand it, and then put it back out.
I'm going to take you to another a level here. So let's say, because ChatGPT, they've taken the world's greatest comic minds, their work, their written work, and they've inputted it into the computer. So what if I say, put together a 5-minute stand-up routine for me, and I give him subjects. I say, on my relationship with my mom, the president, blah blah blah. It starts spitting shit out.
It can't.
Yes, it can.
It can't.
It absolutely can.
It can give you its best attempt, but it is not going to put out a killer set for you.
I don't know.
I guarantee you.
Give me a set of jokes about the president Donald Trump right now. Put together a stand-up routine for me about a minute long. Let's see what happens real quick. Sure, here's a tight 1-minute stand-up routine with light, punchy Donald Trump jokes. Playful and crowd-friendly.
Let's see.
So here you go. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice how every time Donald Trump talks, it's like watching someone who almost read the directions and who almost read the instructions?
See how good that is?
Well, hold on. I messed it up, but I'm just saying. I'm just reading it for the first time. You ever notice how every time Donald Trump talks, it's like watching someone who almost reads the instructions? He's like, I know words. I have the best words, buddy. You sound like a refrigerator magnet poetry on set on magnetic poetry set on shuffle. Trump said he passed a cognitive test, bragged about remembering 5 words in a row: person, woman, man, camera, TV. I tried it. You know what I got? Confused, tired, disappointed. Ramen therapy. Because he's throwing spaghetti. It's funny. The man built a hotel empire because became president and still eats steaks like it's a burnt offering. Well done with ketchup. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is.
And see,
that's
no,
funny.
It's not.
That is funny. You're
and
gonna be a hater. You're not
I'm not
gonna like
gonna
any
be
of
a
them.
hater because there are things that stand up does that AI will never be able to do. AI will never be able to do nuance. AI will never be able to know what timing is. AI won't know what crowd work looks like. AI won't be able to touch that. That artwork is bulletproof.
Okay, but let me check this one out. He goes, I know he's president again. Man, I've seen sequels flop less dramatically, and I watched Jaws 4. That's funny. That is funny. So I guess my point is this now my set?
No.
What? Who says who? I told him to write
because you downloaded the app?
Yeah.
Is
that my set?
And that's the issue, right?
That is the issue.
Do you get to go out and go, you know what? And let's say,
I don't know.
And let's just say for shits and giggles that ChatGPT kicks out a 45-minute killer special. Now, do you get to go up there and portray that as material that you wrote and benefit off of that 45-minute special that took this computer program 30 seconds to write.
Know. 5 seconds.
So that is my issue. That's not ownership, because you downloaded an app and typed 5 words into it. That's not talent. That's not even creativity.
Here you go. Here's the last one. But love him or hate him, you have to admit, only Trump could get indicted more times than he paid hush money and still have better poll numbers than Congress. And then they tell you want a version that's edgier. Do you want, then they ask for input.
And that's weird.
I know. He says, you want it to lean more satirical. Do you want it to be impersonation style? Do you want it a little edgier? What, you just tell him, and then they'll
and then they'll retool it and spit out something else. And
I don't know,
and you'll put it out there, and somebody will put it out there like it's their original work.
We're in the early months. I don't think ChatGPT has been out a year, maybe a year. But I mean, imagine what it's going to be able to do.
It will kill
the
human spirit. Yeah. It will kill creativity. It will kill curiosity. It's crazy.
Someone said, Sarah, who's got her own podcast, is it Tacos and Friends and Tacos, I think. She said, I went to a comedy show where comedians battled with ChatGPT to see whose jokes were funnier. Comedians did win. But again, we're months into this process. Imagine when we're 5 years into this process. Where the fuck are we going to be?
Strapped in a lazy boy, getting fed through a tube.
Man. Right?
Because we're all vapid.
They said,
and
half our jobs will be gone. In the next decade, half our jobs will be gone.
Is anybody in high school taking civics?
I don't know.
Where did government go? Remember taking government? It just went away. Civics went away. Taught you about how things worked. Went away. Cursive away. They want you dumb. They don't want you dumb. They don't want you thinking on your own. They want you to type in 5 words to a fucking program and have something that you think is fucking awesome come out of it. They don't want you thinking.
Yeah, they want us just out there.
Yeah,
they want to control us. The majority, these rich people want to control the majority, and that's where we're headed.
People need to understand, there's one thing that everybody has in common: we're all fucking poor, but we all are being told that there are other things that we need to worry about, other than the fact that the rich get richer from taking from us. But what they do is they distract you with immigrants. They distract you with DEI. They distract you with all this other bullshit. So you're not looking at your wallet while they got their fucking hand in it.
And they're smart. They do it smartly because they pick these what do they call those issues that
hot button,
these hot button issues, because they know you're going to get riled up, and underneath they're picking your pocket. You're up here with your face looking at these morons, and then they're just fucking picking your pocket, and that's the way they're doing it. And we're falling right in the trap. Falling right in the fucking trap.
What's funny is, with all this stuff that's happened, people losing money and value out of their 401k, somebody got really rich. Somebody in that group of people got super, super rich. They made a ton of money. I wonder who those people are. That's it. I'm done.
All right. That's it. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much for listening. We do appreciate it. If you missed any of the show, you can get it on the podcast on demand, wherever you listen to your podcast already. We'll see you tomorrow. You have an awesome day. Stay tuned. Pirate Radio coming up next. We love Pirate Radio. The music is amazing. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.